tourism as a key pillar of economic growth and livelihood. Livelihood generation in Jammu and Kashmir. Despite the challenges faced during the year, including the unfortunate Pahalgam incident and subsequent floods, Jammu and Kashmir recorded over 1.61 crore tourist visits in 25-26, reflecting the resilience and continued confidence in our destination. I propose to build a sustainable, inclusive and year-round tourism economy, balancing infrastructure development with environmental conservation and community participation. Our focus will be on developing new world-class tourist destinations, strengthening tourism circuits, and positioning Jammu and Kashmir as a global tourism brand with financial and technical support from the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Environmental infrastructure has been prioritized with sanctioning 3.2 million lakh MLD STP at Gulmarg and starting of upgradation of solid waste management plant. Similar measures are planned at Sonmarg for reinforcing protection of the fragile ecosystem. My government is also working on restoration of heritage sites and shrines through the Culture Department. This initiative will aim to preserve cultural identity, boost local economies through tourism, and strengthen community pride. For diversification of tourism towards winter sports, water sports and adventure tourism, procurement and execution of supportive infrastructure is underway. Water sports facilities at Wular Manasbal and Bani Basoli are being developed. Sports tourism is also being promoted through strategic investments. The Kashmir Marathon and Jammu Marathon are placing J&K on the national and international sporting map. The second Kashmir Marathon 2025 with a 3-day expo recorded over 3,000 registrations with participation from 27 states and union territories and 11 countries. We garnered 2.11 crore in sponsorships and 0.20 crores in registration fees, validating its economic and promotional potential. In 2026, we will be organizing an international film festival in association with the National Film Development Corporation. This festival will bring world cinema to Jammu and Kashmir, promote cultural diversity and stimulate the local economy. We have launched J&K Tourism mobile app for offering verified real-time information, integrated booking services and AI-based assistance. This will become the entry point for tourists, providing comprehensive support and boost business opportunities for local hotels and entrepreneurs. The homestay policy addressed peak season accommodation shortages while empowering local households. We have established over 1,600 registered homestays in Kashmir Division and 300 plus in Jammu Division. We have partnered with J&K Bank to provide concessional assistance for such homestays, which will be popularized through our portals and J&K Tourism mobile app. Skill development and entrepreneurship form a core pillar of government's employment strategy in Jammu and Kashmir. We intend to launch a skill mission to equip our youth with superior skills. For this, skill and entrepreneurship framework will be developed, covering foundational skilling, internships, and industry-ready technical skilling. The mission will emphasize upgradation of polytechnics and ITIs, on-the-job training opportunities, and lifelong learning. The tourism and youth affairs sector has been allocated 472 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27, an increase of 61 crores from the revised allocation of 25-26. My government accords high priority to the preservation, restoration and promotion of our rich cultural and heritage assets, which are central to the identity, history and tourism potential of Jammu and Kashmir. During 26-27, provision has been made for completion of all ongoing projects under Phase 1 of the Heritage Revival, Restoration and Maintenance Scheme, and for fast-tracking the execution of approved projects under Phase 2 and Phase 3. I further propose to ensure comprehensive coverage of heritage conservation, including execution of heritage projects of the Tourism Department across Jammu and Kashmir and the value-based restoration of the Mughal-era Nishat Garden in Srinagar. I also propose to expedite the modernization of the SPS Museum, strengthen and modernize the public library network, and expand inclusive cultural infrastructure through establishment of new cultural centers at Bandipur, Shupaiya, Anantnag, Kishtwar, Udhampur, Poonch, and Budgam. In addition, enhanced budgetary support will be provided to the J&K Academy of Art, Culture and Languages to promote youth engagement through cultural programs and national initiatives, ensuring that our cultural heritage remains vibrant, accessible and future-oriented. The Culture Department has been allocated 109 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. Despite the challenging environment, the industry sector recorded strong progress during 25-26, reflecting investor confidence. Since 2020, 2,227 industrial units in the organized sector, involving an investment of 15,940 crores and generating employment for 73,827 persons, have commenced production. Investment grounding reached an all-time high of 5,260 crores till December 2025. Under the new central sector scheme of 28,400 crores, 971 applications involving 14,292 crores were registered, with 87% of new and expansion units commencing production. Claims of 403 crores were approved under NCSS, taking cumulative approvals to 840 crores. For the 2026-27, amendments to the J&K Industrial Policy 2130 are proposed to sustain industrial growth post-NCSS, ensuring continued employment and income security. My government is taking decisive measures to support medium and small enterprises and facilitate ease of doing business. I propose to introduce a self-certification scheme for MSMEs under which enterprises will receive a single in-principle approval with a 3-year grace period for clearances, enabling them to start operations without procedural delays and compliance bottlenecks. I further propose to extend incentives to SIC MSMEs at par with new industrial units, so that viable enterprises are revived, existing jobs are protected, and business closures are prevented. Reimbursement of CGTMSE, Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises, guarantee fees up to 10 lakh loans were approved with an allocation of 41.30 crores. Jammu and Kashmir secured the 5th rank in ease of doing business in November 2025. The first ever MSME health clinic was launched by IIM Jammu, covering 417 units, which focused revival plans underway for 70 sickness-prone MSMEs. MSME formalization surged, with Udyam registrations rising from 0.24 lakh in 2021 to 5.85 lakh in 25-26, and a target of 7.1 lakhs has been set by 2027. We received the National MSEFC Excellence Award for online and timely MSME dispute resolution. The startup ecosystem expanded from 69 startups in 2020 to 1,342 in 25-26, including 490 women-led ventures. A new startup policy was launched and 18 startups were sanctioned, seed funding of 20 lakhs each. Over 1,100 ideas were generated through boot camps and outreach. Enhanced allocations are proposed in 26-27 for upgrading infrastructure in existing industrial estates to support MSMEs. Startup support will be strengthened through high budgetary allocations, incubators and co-working spaces in Srinagar and Jammu. To sustain rural self-employment, higher allocation is proposed under the J&K Rural Employment Generation Program for the year 26-27. The handloom and handicraft sector provides direct and indirect employment for nearly 4.45 lakh individuals, primarily from economically weaker sections. GI certification capacity increased 5-fold. 8 new crafts were GI registered in 2025 and 17 more are in advanced stages. We are strengthening QR code-based certification and testing infrastructure. We won the National ODOP Gold Award for the 2nd consecutive year. Artisan credit card saturation is being pursued aggressively, with 21.06 crores disbursed to 1,011 artisans during 25-26. Our 4 artisans received national honours, including the Shilp Guru Award and the National Awards for Handicrafts. The industry and handicraft sector has been allocated 461 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27, an increase of 137 crores from revised allocations of 25-26. The Institute of Driving, Training and Research, or IDTR at Kot Balwal, will be made operational this year for professionalizing road safety in Jammu. The IDTR will be equipped with 7 automated driving tracks and state-of-the-art machinery, ensuring that every new driver is trained to the highest national safety standards. In parallel, the transition to automated testing stations or ATS is underway to ensure vehicle fitness and commuter safety while protecting the environment. This technology-driven approach involves electronic evaluation of brakes, suspension and emissions, replacing manual fitness testing. Registration certificates have already been issued to private operators, with the first ATS operational since September 25. The Inspection and Certification Centre at Samba will soon be commissioned to serve as a government sector hub for automated testing. JKRTC continues to provide uninterrupted transport for passengers and food grains and horticulture products, reinforcing its role as a reliable and resilient public transport and logistics provider. We need to strengthen inter-district transportation, particularly in rural and underserved areas, to provide reliable, comfortable and affordable services. The revival of Jammu and Kashmir Road Transport Corporation will be a key focus of 26-27. As part of a green mobility initiative under the PM E-Drive scheme, 200 electric buses are planned to be inducted with an estimated investment of 350 crores, replacing aging diesel fleets with modern zero-emission vehicles. To further strengthen JKRTC's commercial and logistical capacity, 50 new trucks will be procured under SASKI funding of 75.70 crore. The transport sector has been allocated 21 crores under capital expenditure for 26-27. While we are blessed with unique mineral wealth, it is important that it is harnessed transparently and sustainably. Hence, we are implementing the integrated mining surveillance system in collaboration with BISAC-N. This system will enable satellite-based monitoring of mining areas, generate real-time triggers on illegal mining activity, and share this with enforcement officers for prompt verification and legal action. The first phase of IMSS has been operationalized, and over 110 triggers have been generated for technology-driven action for curbing illegal mining. To strengthen on-ground enforcement, e-challan machines have been introduced in collaboration with J&K Bank for issuing on-the-spot challans to violators. The first ever auction process for the 7 limestone mineral blocks in Jammu and Kashmir marks a significant step in implementing mining reforms. This will enable transparent digital